Apple breaking out of this pre-market high range. Same with AMD and Nvidia. However, there is more resistance with previous day close there, so Apple is what I'm favoring most. All right, we got market open. Nvidia's already breaking out. Apple's rejecting pre-market high. Tesla, I'm gonna wait for a break and retest type setup. It's had an earnings gap down, so could uh, could be consolidating. Palantir flushing below pre-market low. QQQ and SPY are diverging. SPY is above it, opening print. QQQ is below it. Palantir with a lot of selling pressure. I want to see if it bounces here for a previous day low, like the market's been doing. We are attempting to bounce, hold it, but I'd like to see a 5-minute candle close. This is the first 5-minute candle close, first 5 minutes, so Tesla's bouncing its pre-market low. I do like Apple longs if we can do a red to green flip above pre-market high. Palantir is below its previous day low. However, we do have point of control right above previous day low. Let's see if it can hold it. We've got about a minute left on this 5-minute candle. We got a lot of buys hitting the tape on Palantir. 30 seconds left on this candle. I'm just going to wait for it to close. We are above point of control on Palantir, so that's good. Point of control is at 147.60. We're at 147.91 on Palantir. Palantir doesn't have a lot of buying strength. I do like Apple and Apple and AMD breaking out of its range. I'm gonna wait for a break, stronger break, and a retest to pre-market high on Apple. Palantir appears to be holding. Let me look at level 2. If we can get this red to green flip, I would take this Palantir bounce. There it is, previous day low. Alright, I'm in Palantir longs. Taking this previous day low bounce. Currently up almost 10% in profit. It's rejecting pre-market low in VWAP. Again, we need a break above pre-market low in VWAP. I do see a lot of buy orders hitting time and sale. But it keeps rejecting VWAP. It's not good. If you can't break above VWAP, could reject and sell off here. We are rejecting VWAP. Rejecting VWAP and below point of control. I have 15 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. There's the sell-off. There's the rejection. We need to hold above my weekly level, get past above VWAP, and reclaim pre-market low. If this is a true bounce. I like AMD for a previous day high break and retest. Nvidia bouncing as well. Need to see a red. That's a good sign. Red to green flip on Palantir. Need to break above the previous candle high and above VWAP. Alright, we're above previous candle high and above VWAP. That's a good sign. We just need to hold above it. Oh, I'm rejecting VWAP again. Nvidia is looking very strong, breaking out of its pre-market high range. A lot of sellers stepping in on Palantir. Apple with a strong rejection of pre-market high, breaking below its previous day close and previous day high. I do like the setup with AMD breaking retest here, but I want to focus on this Palantir trade. I feel more confident about taking a second trade if I'm out of this trade, or if at least I got a trim and a move stops at break even. But we're rejecting the previous point of control. We're also below current point of control on Palantir. Yeah, this is setting up for, looks like downside pressure on Palantir. This keeps rejecting VWAP and under pre-market low. There we go. It's a strong push, aggressive bounce candle right there. We're making higher highs. Just need to reclaim this pre-market low. Strong rejection of pre-market low again. These contracts are not holding up. Apple is attempting to bounce its previous day close. Palantir needs to reclaim pre-market low. It's struggling. Missed the trade here. Nvidia broke. Could have entered on the retest and the pre-market higher breaking retest. Palantir does not want to hold. Low volume on that push up, that's why. Still rejecting pre-market low. It's not a good sign if it goes from green to red. We haven't been able to close above VWAP. Pushed above, closed below, pushed above, closed below. Stopped out. Knew it. Should have taken the bounce way down here if I was going to take it. Took it middle of this range here. Then got chopped out. I do like shorts on Palantir if it can break below previous day low and we get a retest. I do like AMD's break and retest setting up here. Palantir is showing aggressive weakness. Can't chase this though, I need a retest. I knew it. This was setting up for pre-market low, demand break and retest. That was a clean demand break and retest on Palantir. I took a bounce here at previous day low. I need to see which one, why I have higher probability setups with previous day low bounces and when it becomes more high probable when it's a pre-market low demand break and retest. SPY and QQQ is rejecting the resistance levels. Palantir, I'm getting no retest. Apple is bouncing its previous day close and above its previous day high. Wow, but that was a lot of sell orders that just hit there. Extremely frustrating. I always keeps getting put in chop when I take trades. I can't catch these clean moves with no pullbacks. Apple, I do see a lot of buy orders starting to trickle in here. We're holding above previous day close and previous day high. I do like this previous day high reclaim, but missed it again. It's already far gone. I need to pull back to previous day high if I'm going to enter. Only break and retest setup is Nvidia. It's the only one that's really setting up. Do have we have increased volume on the move up, lower volume on this pullback. So I do like a break and retest on Nvidia setting up. Good hold off on Apple. Saw a lot of sell orders coming in. A little bit closer towards previous day high. Aggressive selling pressure now. We broke right below all of that. Opening print, previous day close, previous day high. QQQ and SPY are extremely weak as well. Looks like Nvidia is driving them. We're holding. I'm going to enter longs here. Taking this break and retest setup, bouncing off a previous day close, opening print, and previous day high. If we can get and reclaim above pre-market high, that's even better. Contracts aren't really moving though. We need to get above point of control at 202.65. Didn't look at time and sales. Should have looked at that when taking this trade. Need to get above pre-market high. We've got point of control right at pre-market high, 202.71. Need to close above pre-market high. Taking my first trim here at 18%, 20%. Moving stops to break even. If we can get a red to green flip, that was a very good sign. Strong bounce off the break and retest of previous day high, opening print, previous day close, reclaimed above pre-market high. We also have VWAP right there. Do see a lot of sell orders kicking in here. We've got 10 seconds left on this candle. Strong buying wick with this candle needs to push above previous candle high if we're going to continue this uptrend. Attempting to push it. Need to break above it with strength. A lot of buyers come stepping in. Waiting for 30% for my next trim. Almost there. Nope. So what happens when you wait to exact T, it could drop. Sometimes you don't need to wait till the exact T. Now I'm at 22%. Thought we're gonna got a little greedy there. Was trying to stay disciplined and trim exactly at 30%, and that's what happens. That's frustrating. Now seeing it reject. Could get stopped out. This is aggressive selling pressure. Risked 1%. Risked 29% of my profit, waiting for an extra 1% to hit the 30% price target. Needs a bounce here with strength if we're going to continue upwards. That is frustrating. We need to see another red to green flip here. Contracts aren't as strong as they were before. Extremely frustrating. First trade was the frustrating trade. Taking that loss. Wow, it does not want to push with strength. We need a bounce here. Otherwise I'm going to get stopped out. Oh, stopped out. I think that's my most frustrating thing about trimming system. Even though I got trim, even two trims off, I wouldn't even eat my first trade up. Extremely frustrating. I'll need to journal more on what makes a bounce setup more of a bounce setup, so I avoid pre-market low demand break and retest. And I need to understand what makes a demand break and retest better for pre-market low. You need to take an earlier entry too. Overall, pretty extremely frustrating day. Took the previous day low bounce, just took it too late again. Need to take it down here. Maybe could have got my first trim if I got it down here. Was afraid that it was gonna flush through. Nvidia, I mean, had it. It was a winning trade. Mistake I had was trade management. It's 29.7%. I was waiting to clear 30% to take my first trim or my second trim. Didn't take that. Should have just taken it. And that's the price I pay. Getting stopped out. Also, psychologically, something I need to consider is if the second trade can eat up the losses from my first trade. For example, if I had closed out at 15% for 1 hour trim, I would have been a break-even day. Something I could have done differently is taken that if I have a first loss on my second trade, take the second trim at 29% like I did, move my stops into 15% in profit to secure that I'm break even or close to a small green day. Well, gonna call it a day. Um, took two. I consider that two losses essentially. Not gonna go for a third trade. We're about almost an hour into the market open. Not really seeing any other clean setups. Looks like we're just gonna be consolidating. I mean, Nvidia's right at opening print again. QQQ's at opening print. Same with SPY. Palantir didn't get the previous day low pullback. AMD is not. It's just chopping and consolidating as well. Tesla I want to stay away from until tomorrow. Wait till the post earnings to fizzle out. But we'll review these this session.